Pakinggan po natin itong sasabihin ni John Magno, mga kababayan, mula umpisa hanggang wakas dahil ito po'y tagos sa puso at I'm sure mauunawaan po natin kung anong sinasabi niya. Pakinggan po natin dahil talaga po nga ako mismo kinalabutan dahil hindi ko po inaasahan. Kinilabutan ako dahil hindi ko po inaasahan na sasabihin niya ang mga salitang ito. Pakinggan po natin.
Probably gonna make a video that's about to give you a stroke. Yeah, I am going to be honest with you. You can rally. You can be angry. We all should be. But let's be angry for the right reasons. Let's not use that anger to justify the political figures that we support. If in this rally that you're going to be joining with masks on, you're going to fight for a person who's supposedly going to replace the current president that we have. If that's your reason, then go ahead. Just to remind you that you're supposed to be fighting for the Filipino people. You're supposed to be mad at the corruption. But then again, if you are going to be manipulated to think that corruption is being done by the people, supposedly because Sarah says so, then you are mistaken. Because what Sarah says is not Bible. Where is your proof exactly that it's the speaker's fault? Or is it because Sarah said so? Sarah, who's not always here, and didn't even bother to show up for her budget hearing in Congress. And then again, it's the speaker's fault if none of her budget gets released. Kung saan pag-release ang budget at di ka magpakita to do your job. So let me get this straight. You're going to a rally on the 21st. You're going to incite sedition, probably go to jail for 6 to 12 years, or pay a penalty of 400,000 for Sarah, who's never here. For Sarah, who doesn't know who you are, but you're so loving and loyal to her, and what is she gonna give you in return? She's gonna be president, and then what? Automatically, all of the problems will disappear? I'd like to remind the Kakampings that if this ever happens, then the Akbayan would be the very first to go. It will be replaced by the Duterte youth. That De Lima will go back to jail and Bam and Kiko can kiss their careers goodbye. You think that won't happen? You think that they will not be vindictive? So we are going to replace our calm, collected president who wants to stop this corruption with a vice president that throws tantrums more than she works. See, I told you it's going to give you a heart attack because it's the truth. Because for every time the vice president throws a tantrum, we're supposed to look the other way. Because she is supposedly not subject to accountability. And that was what the impeachment proceedings were for her to be accountable for the things that she did so publicly that you all want us to pretend never happened. That you're of course going to make people who signed that feel bad because apparently, oh, it's something political. No. I didn't like Lenny. But from the way I see it, she was a much better president than Sarah will ever be, not even close. At this point, if we're just talking about being vice president, Lenny was better. Oh, not because I'm a traitor to the Dutertes. I've made very clear, this is nothing personal. It's just honesty. Because I would rather stay at home than go out and rally to make the president resign, to destabilize the government, and then what? Replace people who are allergic to accountability when PRRD himself is in the ICC because he wants to be accountable for the things his people did during his reign as president. The reason why PRRD is in the ICC is because he has always wanted to be accountable for the war on drugs. And that's why for me, because I love him and I support him, that's why I would much rather that he faces whatever he needs to face. But at the end of the day, if that's one of the reasons you're gonna go to a rally is because, oh, you want him to come home, that's also not gonna happen. Because the only people that can make him come home is the ICC. And how is that gonna happen if it's his defense team that is delaying the case there? See, I told you it's gonna give you a stroke because You've been led to believe that it's the speaker who does all of the wrong things in this country when he isn't. You go to a rally on the 21st or whenever that is, but make sure that you do it for the right reasons. That yes, you are mad at the corruption, but once your placard says President Marcos resign, automatically, nope, pass. And replace him with who? Lagi? Sarah? Pass. As volatile as that? Yeah, idol na ko siya to nanumbag siya og sheriff thinking it was the right thing to do, but throwing a tantrum because you don't get what you want and lying for years and manipulating the Filipino people because of love and loyalty, lupig pa muni ka og tae. I'll pass. Because I would go and rally and want it to be peaceful because I want change. But I'm not going to leave my son at home to go out on the streets and rally and what? To be used? For my anger to be used to support a political family? No, not the Romualdeses, not the Dutertes, the Filipino people. But then again, aren't you the same type of people who want to protect the Discayas and make Vico Soto the enemy? Because you're the type of people that support a congressman who meows. A congressman who meows more than he works in Congress. So Mona, before you go to these rallies, think. Number one, make sure that you don't cause any trouble to endanger yourself because they're not gonna help you once they're done using you. They're going to tell you, maka na mo pugsa nga magrally-rally ka, bisan pag naputol na imong tiil. Believe me, I've been there. And I saved myself since 2022. I made clear I'm not gonna be loyal to any political figure, although I pray for PRRD every single day. Just the same way that I pray that we know better. That we wake up from being manipulated because of our love and loyalty. Because that was the best thing that ever happened to me. Waking up.
Ayun mga kababayan, una sa lahat, nagpapasalamat ako kay John Magno dahil siya mismo, inamin po niya na mas magaling or mas naging magaling na Vice President si former VP Leni Robredo kumpara kay Sara Duterte. Tama naman po, isang halimbawa na nga po dyan ay si former VP Leni Robredo ay hindi po namalhagi sa ibang bansa kung kailan kailangan po ng mga Pilipino ang isang Vice Presidente. On the other hand, si Sara Duterte, habang nasa ibang bansa, puro batikos pa kay PBBM. So, salamat, John Magno, dahil ikaw, kahit dati, kung banatan mo si former VP Leni Robredo talagang wagas, ngayon nakita mo na talaga kung paano siya naging Vice President at ang pagkakaiba niya sa dati mong iniidolo or sinusuportahan na si Sara Duterte. So, thank you for saying that. And thank you dahil, if I'm not mistaken, sinabi rin niya na mas magiging magaling si Mayor Leni Robredo na maging presidente kumpara kay Sara Duterte. Gaya po ni John Magno, ako po hindi rin sang-ayon sa mga rally kahapon or sa 21 kung yung mga rally niyan ay nananawagan na patalsikin po si PBBM. Kasi common sense po mga kababayan, tama naman yung sinabi niya at ito rin po yung katwiran ko. Kung papatalsikin niya po si PBBM, sinong ipapalit? Si Sara Duterte? Na hindi gustong maging accountable, na hindi transparent, na ni ayaw umattend sa budget hearing ng kanyang opisina para i-depend ang budget na hinihingi niya. So sobrang tama, on point yung sinasabi ni John Magno, and yun din po yung paulit-ulit na sinasabi natin. Kaya hindi po ako sang-ayon sa mga rally na nananawagan na patalsikin si PBBM. Dahil ang papalit nga po ay si Sara Duterte. Mga DDS lamang po ang gumagawa niyan dahil mga DDS lamang po ang makikinabang dyan, mga kababayan. Yung sinabi ni John Magno, kapag si Sara Duterte ang naupo, balikulungan si De Lima kahit inosente. At alam niya na, sinabi naman niya isa-isa kung anong pwedeng mangyari. Kahit siya, mga kababayan, this is very significant and talagang sobrang nito, may mensahe na sinasabi na kahit yung supporter dati ni Sara Duterte na umiyak pa siya para lamang tumakbo si Sara Duterte sa pagka-Vice President. Nanalangin pa yan, namanata pa yan. If I'm not mistaken, pumunta pa siya sa isang simbahan or sa isang spiritual, religious place para lamang ipanalangin na si Sara Duterte ay tumakbo sa pagka-Vice President. Pero ngayon, kinokontra na niya at sinasabi niya, delikado kapag si Sara Duterte naging presidente. In my opinion, parang tinakwil niya yung pagsuporta niya kay Sara Duterte dahil nakita po niya kung anong ginagawa ni Sara Duterte. Nagtatantrum, hindi accountable, hindi transparent, ayaw ng pananagutan, hindi pwedeng makwestiyon, at parang immature, parang bata. Pag nasalungat or na-oppose or kinontra, nagagalit. Paano niya papamahalaan ang buong Pilipinas kung ganun yung karakter niya? On the other hand, si PBBM, sinabi din naman niya, kalmado. No? And yun nga yung sinasabi natin, si PBBM naman yung nagsabi na imbestigahan yan. Siya rin yung nagbuo ng independent investigating body or commission para imbestigahan ang korupsyon sa Congress or sa Senado, sa gobyerno. Magwala kayo at magalit kayo at patalsikin niyo si PBBM kung wala siyang ginagawa, kung walang ginagawang pagpapaimbestiga, or kung hindi pinapanagot. Hindi ba mga kababayan? Kaya nakaka-prostrate. Okay lang naman na mag-rally. Okay, mag-rally. Manawagan, sumigaw against corruption. I-call out yung mga involved. Pero yung patalsikin yung presidente para pumalit si Sara Duterte, maling-mali. Maling-mali yung ganyang mali yan. Alam po natin kung sino makikinabang dyan. Pambihira, 3 taon na lang naman eh. 3 taon na lang. 2028 na. Bakit hindi niya papatapusin? Ngayon, kung may mga reklamo kayo, maglabas kayo ng patunay. Hindi pa pwedeng sasabihin niyo lang, sisigaw lang kayo ng paalisin, patalsikin. Wala namang kayong complaint na maayos. Formal complaint. Wala namang impeachment complaint. And sino may impeachment complaint? Si Sara. May 7 articles of impeachment si Sara Duterte. So papaalisin nyo si PBBM at ang ipapalit nyo is yung may impeachment complaint? Wala ngang impeachment complaint kay PBBM eh. Ngayon, kung gusto nyo rin na paalisin si Sara, papaalisin nyo si PBBM, papaalisin nyo si Sara Duterte, sino ipapalit nyo? Ano nang mangyayari sa bansa natin? Hindi po ba? Wala namang impeachment complaint laban kay PBBM. Hindi naman sa nagiging bias ako, no? Or sobrang kumakampi kay PBBM at sobrang nagtatanggol. Pero kung gusto nyo patalsikin, yung may impeachment complaint na patalsikin nyo, na hanggang ngayon hindi pa nasasagot. Diba? Si Sara Duterte, siya naman yung merong issue about confidential fund eh. Ngayon, kung meron kayong reklamo or may issue kayo kay PBBM, maglabas kayo ng patunay at maghain kayo ng formal complaint. Kaso wala eh. Kaya hindi pa pwede na basta lamang kayo sisigaw, paalisin si PBBM. Ano yun? Pwede ba yun na kung sino mang sumigaw ay masusunod? Hindi pa pwede yun. At again, 3 taon na lang at nagpapaimbestiga naman siya ng laban dyan sa corruption na yan. Diba, sana kung walang ginagawa, alam ko, nakaka-prostrate. Napaprostrate din ako. Dahil kita mo, yung mga congressman, yung mayaman, nagpo-flaunt ng pera, ng mansion, ng ekta-ektareng lupain, nagpagawa ng kalsada papunta sa mansion nila. Mansion ng di umano'y kabet. Tapos, yung kalsada ng kanilang mga constituents, binabaha pa. Nakaka-prostrate po talaga. Pwede naman tayo mag-rally pero against corruption. Kung gusto niyo patalsikin yung taong may issue ng corruption. Yung taong nadadawit ang mga pangalan sa corruption. Hindi po talaga ako pabor dyan sa panawagan na yan na pwede kayong mag-rally, wag lang kayo manawagan na paalisin si PBBM dahil kapag nagtagumpay kayo, si Sara Duterte ang papalit. At kapag pumalit siya at balak nyo rin siyang paalisin, sinong ipapalit nyo? And I don't think magtatagumpay pa kayo na paalisin si Sara Duterte pag naging presidente na siya. In my opinion. No? So, pakiusap, patapusin po natin si PBBM hanggang 2028. Patapusin na po natin. At matuto na tayo sa 2028, wag na po tayong bumoto ng immature, na nagtatantrum, na hindi kayang kontrolin ng emosyon, na hindi accountable, hindi transparent, na ayaw makwestiyon. Kahit pondo naman ng taong bayan yung ginagamit niya, na yung laging nasa ibang bansa, iwasan na po nating ihalal yung mga ganung uri ng leader. Akala natin magaling. Actually, akala nyo magaling. Akala nyo humble. Akala nyo mahusay. Akala nyo matalino. Akala nyo matapang. Yung pala, tapang na wala sa lugar. Yung pala, parang immature, isip bata pag nagalit. Yung pala, hindi naman pala talaga mahusay. Bakit ko nasabi? Dahil mismong taga-suporta at mismong nag-udyok na tumakbo ay nag-withdraw ng suporta. hindi na sumusuporta at sobrang dismayado. Binerbalize naman yan ni Jam Magno. At as a matter of fact, si Mayor Leni Robredo na dati niyang binabanatan, halos inaraw-araw niya. Nakita ko po yung mga pambabastos at disrespect ni Jam Magno kay Mayor Leni Robredo. Ngayon, na-realize niya na mas mahusay at mas magaling pa pala si Mayor Leni Robredo kesa kay Sara Duterte. Imagine that, dating supporter ni Sara, umayaw kay Sara, at ngayon, mas na-appreciate at mas ina-acknowledge ang performance ni former VP Leni Robredo. Yun naman talaga yung totoo eh. Masyado lang inulan ng fake news, black propaganda, fake quote card, splice videos si former VP Leni Robredo. Kaya maraming nagalit sa kanya. But in reality, nasangkot ba siya sa katiwalian? Meron ba siyang confidential fund? Umabsent ba siya sa mga budget hearing para marinig ng mga Pilipino kung saan niya gagamitin ang pondong hinihingi niya? Wala. Puro fake news ang naging dahilan kung bakit yung mga Pilipino nagalit kay Mayor Leni Robredo noong Vice President siya. But in reality, mahusay, matalino, at mabuting tao si Mayor Leni Robredo. Yun lamang mga kababayan. Salamat po sa panonood. Uulitin ko bago ko tapusin ang video na ito, huwag nyo namang patalsikin si PBBM. Hindi po makakabuti sa bansa natin yan. Sana po yung makapag-komento kayo, malike nyo ang video natin at magkita-kita po tayo sa susunod kong video. Salamat po.